Suprabhatam friends, welcome to my channel Plants and Me. This is Dr. Sri Devi from Mangaluru, Karnataka, India. A few more Hoyas repotting will be done today. Actually, I had started the work and then I thought I'll make a video. So a few of the Hoyas which again bought online. This is Hoya pachhyclada albomarginata. This is Hoya obovata picta. It has got this variegation which is reverse. The colored variegation is in the center and the margins are green. So this is Hoya obovata picta. Hoya obscura. I had one plant but that succumbed to this rainy season of Mangalore. So this is a huge plant. This is Hoya breviolata. This plant came off from the pot. This is Hoya David Cumongiana. I have labeled all the plants. This is Hoya David Cumongiana. This also bought online. There is this plant which has come out of the potting mix. I don't remember the name. I will flash it on the screen later. This is Hoya graveolens. Nice big plant and well rooted. This is Hoya whitei. Also a well rooted plant. Hoya obovata green. I have a Hoya obovata splash. This is obovata green and this is obovata picta. Then this is Hoya valiniana. How the roots are coming out of the pot. So I had already mixed coconut chunks and I was adding this pine bark, and before that I had taken this mixture, or I had made this mixture of coco peat, and this is the pumice powder. To that I added these coconut chunks and pine bark. I will add more pumice powder, pumice stone powder this is. requires almost equal amount of pumice powder. Pumice powder will give aeration and also a very good drainage to the Hoya plants. This is a very chunky type of potting mix. To be on safer side, I add this pumice powder. This is mixed properly. I will add this bowl full of vermicompost. This is actually a pot. Now this also will be mixed. I am using this orchid pot. This has got slits here, so these slits will help in aeration of the roots and also a very good drainage. This is about 5 inch in diameter. At the base of this pot, I'll put a few coconut coir. This is the pot. It has got these slits here. This is a 5-inch pot. I'll put this coconut coir at the base of the pot. So by doing this, I'll be obliterating the slits, but again it is very airy, so the air will flow very freely in between the roots. If I don't keep these coconut chunks, the potting mix will leak from those slits. So all the slits are not completely blocked, they are just closed to prevent the leak of the potting mix. I will add potting mix. I have added this much. I removed the extra. Now on this, I will be keeping leca balls. On this leca, I will be keeping this plant. I am going to remove it from the pot. This is actually a pot which has been used for growing. I have kept it on the leca around the root ball. I am putting leca again. Now this will be covered with the potting mix. The leca will ensure that the water doesn't stay around the root ball. This is how the plant has been potted. So we have finished repotting all the Hoyas. This Hoya, this one, and this one, both seem, this one and this one both seem to be Valiniana. This was bought from a different vendor, and this is from a different vendor. We will see when it blooms. When these bloom, we'll come to know. I will be adding a pinch of antifungal on the top. After that I would water, so all this antifungal will seep down. The leaf here is already yellow. That means there has been over watering. So I have to be careful with the watering. For all the pots, there are 10 pots. I am putting and sprinkling just a pinch of this antifungal. Hoyas are prone to root rot, and this is rainy season, so it's better to be safe than sorry. I'm sprinkling antifungal to save the plant from root rot. I have put leca under the roots. That is going to save the plant from waterlogging around the roots. Water will just slide away from around the roots. I could have mixed in the potting mix. Actually, I forgot. So to make up for the mistake, I am sprinkling it above the potting mix. After this, I will water it, just enough water to wet the potting mix. Sunlight requirements. Sunlight requirements for Hoya plants. They require bright indirect sunlight or morning sun or setting sun. My plants are all in the west side of my house, and there they get direct sunlight from afternoon onwards, from about 1:30 to about 4:30 p.m. in the evening. Direct sunlight for about 2 to 3 hours. If the Hoyas have to bloom, then direct sunlight is compulsory. Without direct sunlight, at least for 2 hours, the plants will not bloom. For blooming, sunlight is of utmost importance. Either early morning sun, if we are not sure or if we are not confident, then early morning sun up to 10 a.m. and evening setting sun can also be available to the plants, but sunlight has to be there. In bright indirect light, the plant will survive but it will not bloom. It will grow but it will not bloom. That is about the sunlight. Water requirements. My experience says Hoyas require consistently moist soil. That means the potting mix should not dry out completely. I should poke my finger into the potting mix, and when it is just wet, I would water it again. The potting mix, if it dries out completely, the vines which come out, these are the vines. If the potting mix dries off, this will dry off. That is a very, very tender part of the plant. So if that vine dries off, the growth point is gone, and again the plant will take time to recoup from the shock. So I would never allow the potting mix to dry off. In summer season, I water my Hoyas twice a day because I put them in a chunky mix with coconut chunks, coconut chips. So water will evaporate very fast, it drains fast, and whatever water is available in the coconut chunks, that also dries off because the direct sun is falling on the potting mix. I water them twice a week. It is necessary also in summer. In winter, I water them once a week. The potting mix doesn't seem to dry at all, so once a week is okay, or once in 3 to 4 days or up to 5 days also is okay. In rainy season, anyway humidity is there and the plants get the rain water, so it's not a problem. Otherwise also in rainy season, the winter season schedule can be followed. So that is about the watering. Nutrition, I have supplied vermicompost to the plant. That will look after the nutrition of the plant for about 1 month. After the nutrition gets over, the vermicompost is used up, I will add vermicompost again. And for mature plants, I do add bone meal and Epsom salt. Along with the vermicompost, I mix whatever vermicompost quantity I take, half of it I add bone meal, and in that half I add Epsom salt. I mix all this and then put it in the plant. I'll dig the potting mix and then put this vermicompost mix to the mature plants and then cover it. Or otherwise this vermicompost can be sprinkled like how I sprinkled the antifungal. The same way it can be sprinkled over the potting mix. For blooming, bone meal plays a very, very essential role. It will develop the roots also very nicely, and it gives strength to the plant, and the plant blooms very often. For Hoyas to bloom, they should be at least 6 to 1 year old. They have to mature and they should be allowed to get root bound. That means in the pot, the root should be so much well developed that the roots will start coming out from the pot. That much roots should be well developed. So such a plant will give blooms. Unless and until the plant is mature and Unless and until it gets root bound, it will not bloom. That was the repotting of a few of my Hoyas. Thanks for joining. Take care. Bye.